Morning, y'all. Y'all already know the rules and regulation. Y'all come on up in here, child. Because we for damn sure ain't been here long. Ain't no reason to be up here long. I can't squoze nothing out of something that is just not there. So y'all come on up in here. Y'all still eating my candle. 11 in the morning. Y'all come on up in here. Hey, Uriel. Hey, Nita. Hey, Melissa. Y'all come on up in here. Hey, when I do that shit. Anyway. What's good, Nifa's daughter, Frida Clark, CC Freak? What's good, y'all? Yes, from the motherlands of South Africa, because, baby, I can't pronounce your name. But I appreciate you for being witness to this all the way from the motherland. Shout out to the motherland. Hashtag the motherland, bitch. You know you hitting when you got the mammy land up in here, honey. Witnessing the roast and gag of these bitches. I'm on the show. The South Africa folk don't appreciate this shit at all. You understand me? How they run around there treating OG. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, I know OG is Nigerian. I think they say Nigerian and African are two different things. But I feel like this. Y'all around the same area. So I know them folk around there, they not appreciating this shit that Evelyn and Vashonda, a pig face ass, got going on. And then Jackie. And then Kristen. We'll get to it. Yes, Nita. Thank you, Nita, for the cash out, boo. Mwah. Thank you so much, baby. I'm ready for the gags to begin. You've been missing them. Don't worry, we gonna gag. Just because of that. You pay good money for your gags. You gonna get your gags. Yeah, we're not gonna be up here long, y'all, because the episode won't shit to it. It really won't. And the only thing I want to do is just go in and let have, and then go in and let have on Jennifer. So we're not damn sure we're gonna be up here long. And I'm gonna get down to the chats in a minute. I'm waiting to see somebody else to come in here. Waiting for the people, I mean. Y'all come on up in here, honey. South Africa is one of the most digital countries in Africa. We the first country in Africa to have a Real Housewives franchise. Yes, South Africa. Y'all better come on through. I'll probably bring your rail along after I get through this. I'd rather just get through this. I'm not really even in the mood this morning. Like, I was literally like, because I already got to deal with these hoes down to the job later. And I was rolling around in the bed and I said, do I even want to do this? Like, I know I said I was going to give it to the people, but like, to be honest with y'all, and especially now that I know Queen Sugar is out, I now officially have something better to watch on Tuesdays. But then again, Queen Sugar not one of the shows I review. Queen Sugar one of the shows that I personally just love to enjoy. So that's what's like, you know, up in the air with me. But what I might just do is just say, forget Basketball Wives, watch Queen Sugar, and I'ma just enjoy that. And then I just get to Basketball Wives when I get to Basketball Wives, because it's obvious. Ain't nothing else going on. The bitches ain't doing shit. They're all still doing the same damn bullshit that they've been doing. Nothing. Ain't nobody got a job. Ain't nobody doing shit differently. Ain't nobody got no career goals, no career other than Rashandia. Y'all know Shani gonna make sure that her Secret Scissor buddy gonna win before everybody else do. All right, there's 100 people in here. I might bring your rail on and we'll just ragtag Jennifer. That's another reason what we're gonna do too. Girl, we finna gag Jennifer. I'll probably bring your rail up there to do that. And that won't be long either. Because there ain't much to say. I done called Jennifer everything. And that I ain't called Jennifer nothing else that nobody else has already called her since she been up on the scene in 2010. What's the first season? There's 100 people in here. Y'all make sure to like on y'all way in. If smacking offends you, bitch, oh well. These right here, way more interested in that bullshit they showed last night. And I just feel like being cunty and getting my smack on. This the only time I could feel ghetto fish is when I'm eating shit like that. So just humor me. You know, me smacking and shit, this make me feel like one of LaQuisha with her ghetto ass cousins. Or one of Wide Mouth cousins. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. I could start this video. So C19 is showing her ass in Cali. And obviously, everybody other than Daddy Long Leg Giraffe Neck having ass Jennifer took it seriously. We'll get down to that later. But other than that, moving on. Jackie, why you let that screen door hit that baby in the side of his face like that? Like, come on, Jack. First of all, Jack Attack, I love how y'all living real modest, but I'm confused as to why y'all living so damn modest. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not expecting y'all to be living in no mansion or nothing like that. But what I mean is the house you living in now seems real regular middle class base than the house that you was living in, previously. So are y'all just penny pinching and cutting corners just for the sake of it? Or is there really something going on around there? Is Vershandia not paying y'all stipends the way she used to? Because I'm a little bit confused now. Like, it looked more like to me, y'all downgraded more than y'all upgraded. But I ain't even about to read you on that, Jackie, because ain't nobody downgrade more than Kristen's ass bitch. We're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, Jackie, you was wrong as two left shoes for allowing that screen door to hit that baby on the side of his face. That shit was hilarious though, and I ain't even gonna lie. Now, normally you're not supposed to laugh when cheering get hurt, and I do think of Dougie as cheering because he's cheering, but he ain't cheering enough to where he ain't see that damn dough. I tell you that. Hey, Ashton. So Shani at home with Miara. Shani at home with Miara. I mean, moving on. You know what? Before I move on, let me say this. Miara, you damn near about Amazonish, just like the rest of your damn siblings. Like, cause I remember when you was on Shiny Full Court Life, you was the only regular size child there. Now I see you done sip from the cup, and now you sprouting up like a damn root child. But shout out to Miara, y'all know I love her cheering. I really do. I love her cheering. But I just that was the first thing that caught my eye. I said, "Oh girl, the growth spurt bug bit you real quick, honey." Because you sure won't this tall on Shiny Full Court Life. You the only regular size one there. Mm-hmm. I'm eating. I always want to know what the hell I'm eating, child. Candy. Some of y'all need to be eating at 11 o'clock in the morning. But I need to pick me up. Because this episode was delayed. Very delayed. So then LaQuisha with her ghetto Compton ass and Ratatouille face finally meet up. What's good, Ratatouille? I ain't think we was gonna see you no more, girl, because I kind of figured your storyline left was Cece left. But obviously, they done found the way to migrate your ugly ass back up in here as if we needed you. What else happened? Like, y'all, if I'm so disinterested, good. That's the point here. Kristen, let me tell y'all something. End the shit now. You got 3 of the main cast members already living in Atlanta. You got the executive producer moving to Houston. I mean, like, at this point, I'm just not understanding what's the purpose of the franchise still being around. None of these bitches live in the same damn area, meaning none of them chill with each other like that, other when it's time to film. I mean, thank you for letting us know that. But, and not that we needed it, because I was still over this show anyhow. But it's just like, you know, they needed to keep Kristen on the show that and her is darker skinned girl. We love to see dark skinned people. No colorism here. We'll get to that later, sis. Because I feel like you reading. So don't worry. I think I see you. We getting to that later. So Ratatouille Face finally decided to give Jerry J. Mouse back his damn mouse hole. And she decided to uproot her and Thomas. And they decided to get a Robin Dixon inspired shoebox down to Atlanta. I mean, listen, if you got to do it, do what you got to do. Like, listen, Kristen, we knew you sure won't living in no damn mansion either. So, you know, you got to get it how you live, girl. I'm not upset for you. Getting you a nasty piece of townhouse. Do what you got to do, sis. Don't be sitting up here trying to live like the Joneses trying to make us like you. Because, bitch, we don't. So you can just live your regular, schmegular, ordinary life. You ain't got to go out and do all of the aesthetics. Ain't even that deep. Moving the fuck on. Then they talk about CC get married. Again, I was over that. I don't know why y'all bringing up CC. CC is no longer on the show. Y'all can no longer use her for a storyline. Sitting up here talk about something. She's beautiful and she's this. Oh, now she's beautiful. Because like I said beforehand, she was lean. She was giving happy endings down to her massage parlor. She was a madam. You know, she was hoeing around and all that other type of stuff. You know, that's what she was all season long. Now, all of a sudden, she's beautiful and y'all can't take y'all ass off of her. I guess Byron shutting y'all asses out must have humbled y'all asses, huh? So then Kristen wanted to get LaQuisha. I don't give a fuck. Evelyn says that Evelyn talks about moving because of everything that happened with OG. Listen, what's her daughter name? Lord, I used to know that baby name. Shania. What's Evelyn's daughter name? Ain't it Shanice? Shanice, listen to me. Shanice, you are absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Do not allow your mama and her fuck shit to roll all over you. Okay, stop gaslighting your mama with them damn tears. I'm gonna need for somebody in Evelyn's life to really sit her down and say, bitch, all of this is your fault. Because it is. It is. You never had a problem with OG. You took on Kristen's beef with OG as your own. You took on Kristen's beef with CC as your own. And I'm totally confused as to why, because you didn't see it for neither one of them bitches when they first got up here. So, you know, which is going to lead me to my point once I get down to it. But I'm... So I'm not dealing with Kristen bringing over her friend and then they do the whole BLM thing because I'm just not with it. Y'all trying to play on people's sympathies with the whole BLM, because my whole thing is y'all showed us a whole bunch of clips of the BLM and the Black Lives Matter, and you know, Kristen supposedly invited LaQuisha to come down to one of the protesters, but oddly enough, I ain't seen a nay footage of none of you bitches in any protest. My thing is, if you was really there, Kristen, why didn't we see you on some type of camera, a camera still, a photo? Why can't nobody attest or account for you being there? The camera can only use what you give it, right? The camera gave absolutely no footage of none of you bitches being in the front line protesting or doing whatever. But now y'all want to sit up here and try to play us with the whole Black Lives Matter, thinking that this is supposed to soften our hearts. Bitches not softening y'all hearts with the way y'all treating OG. So what the fuck make y'all hoes think that y'all sitting up here doing this is going to make us think anything differently than what we think of you already? None of y'all hoes was there. Stop playing up this whole BLM thing as if one of y'all were there. You weren't there. The reason why they did it, and I'm glad they did it for the housewives, was because one of them were there. If they did it for Love and Hip Hop, I wouldn't be mad because Yandy was there. It would make sense for them to show it all the damn time. Like, get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit, man. For real. So then Evelyn wants to invite the ladies to stay in the mansion for a while, and then she wants to invite Jackie. I'm not understanding. Either you're friends with Jackie or you're not. Like, I didn't like how Evelyn tried to make it seem as if she had to geese herself up to call and invite Jackie. I mean, either you're her friend or you're not. Like, if I didn't want somebody there, for real, I wouldn't even invite them. So Jennifer, daddy long leg, giraffe neck, having ass, and finally decided to come back. It looked like she rented. It looked like she rented the same style shoebox that Kristen ass got, and she finally decided to migrate her long-legged ass around there to Atlanta. So since moving back to Atlanta, this whole caught C19. Jennifer, I don't feel bad for you, bitch. I don't feel bad for you, bitch. Fuck you and your COVID-19 having ass. Because you mean to tell me during the middle of a pandemic, the first wave, while everybody else is in their house, hunkered down, being safe, not doing what they, you know what I'm saying, social distancing, 6 feet in, or whatever the case may be, you out and about, chilling, kikiing, lollygagging, parlaying, foolalon, and doing whatever the hell it is that you're doing. Bitch, I don't give a damn that you caught COVID. I wish you would catch something that'll give you some damn brains. That's what I wish you would catch. I wish you would catch some damn brain cells. And catch a real damn storyline, Jennifer. I don't give a fuck about your Range Rover. I don't give a damn that some dirty piece of trade did to you what dirty piece of trades do. They take your shit. I mean, get over it. Get over it. Don't get your long-legged ass up here talking about some dusty-ass Range Rover that we didn't give a fuck about in the first place when you first decided such to make a big damn deal about it. Please don't get up here with that, Jennifer. So then, what's her name? Daddy long leg giraffe neck having ass Jennifer lets the cat out of the bag to Ratatouille face that Jackie not only invited her and OG to come as well, but Jackie got them a whole nother mansion, which I'm not mad at Jackie for doing. I'm not mad at Jackie for having some backup with her. I'm not, because all the other ones that I did is shifty as hell. Evelyn is shifty. Malaysia shifty. Phoebe gonna be shifty because she follows whatever Evelyn does, and the same thing goes for Shani. So I'm not all the way upset for her doing that. That has some backup there just in case. So then Jen tells Ratatouille face that there's no girl code in the group. But then again, this ain't nothing that she don't know already. So I don't even know why we're wasting our time with that. So OG cooked dinner for her family. Baby, they say OG had the goat falling off the bone, bitch. And I wanted some. I keep trying to tell y'all. Everybody keeps telling me to try the goat, the spicy curry goat thingy with the fufu. And I'm going to try that. Because everybody that says they had it, they lived. Life had. And I want some. I do. I ain't with eating billy goats, but you know, if it's falling off the bone, bitch, I might give it a try. OG looked impeccable. OG, listen. OG, I love the fact that you love the skin you in, you love your fashions, and you don't care what a bitch think about you when I'm with you. Because I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you on that, OG. You shouldn't care. Because don't none of them hoes take care of you. However, sometimes you gotta beat raggedy bitches at their own game. So what I'm gonna need for you to do, because I understand the whole culture thing or whatever, girl, you in America now. And you up amongst pretentious bitches whose day-to-day is designer clothes. That's the only thing they care about. Designer clothes. That's it. They don't care about Black Lives Matter. They don't care about none of Donald Trump. They don't care about none of that shit. The only thing they care about are clothes, cars, and what's the next lick that they can get so that they can push out another baby and then they can still live their extravagant. That's their day to day. So what you need to start doing is beating them bitches at their own damn game. The way you was looking down to your house when you was cooking for your parents, OG, that's how I want you to continue to come up here up on this thing. Stunt on these bitches because you were gorgeous. I loved it. I loved you when you're all black, your straight hair. It was very simple. It wasn't flashy, all out of the way. Like, the simple thing works the best for you, OG, because, I mean, you do got strong features, and there's no shade, but you do got strong features, sis. I wouldn't be me if I didn't be honest with you. You got some strong features. You can't help that. And sometimes when you have strong features, less is more. All right? What you gave and then professionals, I live. Keep doing that. Beat them hoes at their own game. Give them a reason to continue to hate on your ass. And that's my take on that. For everybody that want to know why I want OG to change so damn bad, that's why I want OG to change so damn bad. Sometimes you have to beat hoes at their own damn game. You do. I'm all here for being yourself. But at this point, this is just getting ridiculous. So then Ratatouille calls Eveline for what I don't know. And she tells her about Jackie inviting OG and Jen. And Kristen feels like OG is using colorism to her advantage. Kristen, come here, daughter. And I'm calling you daughter because you got to be a little ass girl that let all of that stupid fall out of your damn mouth. If that's it, because you said it. And if we going off of what you said, then I guess the same can apply to you, because you turned on your own family to be up amongst these bitches. So as far as I'm concerned, if OG's using the colorism thing to her advantage, then you used you throwing your family up under the bus to your advantage to be cool and be down with these bitches, which is a shame, because you had to lose friends in order for them to accept you. Let's not forget, when you first got up on this thing, they didn't want to fuck with you or CC or Tammy or OG or Malaysia. Let's not forget, to them, Malaysia had no substance. Malaysia had to let Brandy loose in order for them to even acknowledge her ass. So let's not go there. Get the fuck out of here. It's because this is the thing. Shawnee and Evelyn, they cool with each other. But it seems like whenever there's a dark-skinned or a darker tone one comes along, they got to give up something, or they got to go through some type of initiation in order for these bitches to embrace them in. But then as quick as they embrace you in, they'll throw your ass out to the goddamn wolves and treat you like shit. It's happened over and over again. Look at King and Bell. King and Bell ain't did shit to them. And the only time she did give Evelyn a little bit, Evelyn felt the need to chug a whole bottle at her ass. Come on now. Get the fuck out of here. Stop sitting here trying to tell me that there's no colorism in the group, because it is. It is. When they're dealing with people that have the same tone as them, they're all hunky-dory, they're cool and gravy. They can kiki and fool-la-la, and they ain't got to worry about going through none of that bullshit. But the dark-skinned girls got to jump through hoops in order for these bitches to be nice to them. Like, get the hell out of here. She feel like OG using colorism to her advantage. Kristen, when it came to that, you should have shut the fuck up. Because you a fucked up switch out bitch. You turned on your family to go and chill with them, and you got absolutely nothing for it. Nothing for it. Because bitches still don't like you. So what did you gain from it? Another season? Another season of us doing this, reading your punk ass. So then LaQuisha talking about her ghetto Compton ass, talking to her chillings about what's going on in the world. That was the realest scene out of this entire episode. All the rest of that punk ass shit they could have kept. The only thing that made me watch, and I did not mind watching, was her having those hard conversations with her children. It's a damn shame that we're living in a world where we got to do that now, but I'm glad that she did that. I'm glad that she did that. But that's it. So then OG talks to Kwame about the trip, and she says colorism been going on in the group, and that went with what I said earlier. Colorism has been going on in this group for a very long time. It's just skidded by. Nobody said anything because, black people wasn't getting killed in so many numbers when this thing first came out. So nobody really suspected anything about colorism. We just all considered them being bullies. But when the same group of people or the same shade of people get bullied all of the goddamn time, I mean, it do makes you stop and be like, and y'all, that's the end. I ain't got no more to give you. I ain't got no more to give you. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. Hold on. Let me timestamp this. See how quick that was, y'all? I'm gonna be up here long. I told y'all that because I'm not in the mood. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Coming. I'm trying to stamp it. All right. All right. So Jennifer Williams, y'all. I don't know what Jennifer got going on. I don't really know what Jennifer's problem is. I don't know who told Jennifer that it was a good idea to flip on OG, who was her real friend, to go right on back and be flunkies for the ops. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it started, or what have you. But it was brought to my knowledge that during last night's episode, Eveline Hosada and Jennifer's daddy long leg giraffe neck have a damn ass was basically having a field day on Twitter, talking about OG. Now, this is what I'm completely confused about, Jen, is because of this. The fact that you and Eveline was doing this shit together lets me see one thing, that you got back being friends or somewhat buddy with Eveline. And you like, and see, this is what makes me hate Jennifer with every fiber of my being. Yes, I said hate. Because when a raggedy asshole shows you who the fuck her ass is the first time, I'm gonna need for somebody to believe them. This is the same shit that she did to Tammy. When Tammy first got back up on this thing, the minute that she got back cool with Eveline, she completely turned her back on those that embraced her when those bitches had nothing else left for her. The second time. So I don't really know what Jennifer was saying. I don't give a damn. That hoe can't read, so it don't matter to me, her or Eveline. Like, I'm more than sure if they were coming up with the same rudimentary, elementary, hickory dickory dock ass reads, surface level reads that probably wasn't even funny and weren't backed up by no type of facts or whatever. They talking because they got gums, teeth, and you know, whatever. So OG basically posed. This was what OG posed. Lord, I'm gonna see y'all in 8. God damn, give me a minute. This was what OG posed about Jen. And it said first of all, basically what OG was doing was letting everybody know basically the same thing that Eveline let everybody know way back when she finally told her how she really felt about Ocho Cinco, that Jennifer's whole life is nothing but fake. Jennifer's whole life is fake, and she lives this fake Barbie doll lifestyle. Now, a lot of people say Jennifer was born with money, her family owned whatever, and she was born with money, so she always, had, expensive clothes, and she always had nice cars and rolled up in limousines. That's what the people say. I don't know. But Jennifer been showing y'all who the hell she is, y'all. Like, I don't even know why everybody is making such a big deal about this shit at this point, because in my opinion, it's just dumb. Like, and I'm just gonna be real. Hold on, Scotty. I'm about to invite Scotty and hold on. And Urel up here. Uh-oh. This shit loud. Hold on, y'all. Scotty, I put the link in the the chat. But yeah, y'all. Listen. I keep trying. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. That's exactly what I keep trying to tell y'all. When a raggedy bitch shows you who she is, the first time believer. This isn't new. I'm telling y'all what happened. My sound still messed up. I'm muffled. Something wrong with my sound. Y'all still hear me? Is my sound still messed up? See, this is why I don't like to do this. It's still messed up. All right, can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, no, maybe, kinda. Yep, yeah, still is. I don't know why it does that, y'all. That shit get annoying, and I pay money for this shit now that I didn't want to pay. All right, so we got somebody backstage. I guess they're gonna talk to y'all about this Jennifer stuff, because girl, I really just don't care. I'm gonna be real. Like, this is this does not shock. This does not shock me. So I mean, I've been told y'all Jennifer won't shit. I don't know what else y'all want from me. Hey, Uriel, what's tea? What you want to gag with us about? I'm through.
Well, I want to talk about what's the girl name? Colt 45, Mahogany, Billy D. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, she really had me mad last night. Oh, I was pissed. Hold on, let me grab my notes. Oh, okay, here we go. So first and foremost, she said several months before the pandemic she'd have moved to Atlanta, right? So the question that I asked myself is, so why you move? What had happened? Was Cece not letting you borrow her clothes so you could take them and sell them online? Is that what happened? She wouldn't let you do that? What happened? Was Byron not sitting here funding y'all lifestyle no motherfucker? But what happened? Why you had to downsize, baby? What happened? I was just trying to figure it out. I'm like, also, you to move to Atlanta. Oh, okay. You ain't gonna tell us the real reason. Okay, that's cute. Then you want to bring up Cece, and I was happy that they lightly covered her. But why didn't you mention that you wasn't invited to the wedding? Because that's your mother-in-law now, right? Ooh, why didn't you mention that LaQuisha, that the Crimson Chin, that she wasn't invited to the, but OG was. They wanted OG, but they ain't want y'all. Mm-hmm. What happened to blood? What happened to family? LaQuisha?
Girl, ain't no blood. That ain't his son, and that ain't really her uncle. That's her uncle through marriage. They ain't nobody blood nowhere. That's why they easy to fall by the wayside.
I'm just I'm just saying I had questions, is all that I'm saying. Because I'm sitting here like, oh, okay, so but you have all these nice things to say about Cece Gutierrez, but you ain't have all this to say about Cece last season and the season before. But that's all right. That's what else I got for her? Okay, police reform, okay about that. And then when she went to meet with Mr. Ed, aka Joffrey the Giraffe, aka Jennifer Williams. So when she was over there, I got real upset when Jennifer had said to her, and bitches be throwing on the table. She was like, pause, take the B word off the person throwing the table. So you can sit here and defend the Crimson Chin. But when you were sitting up staring at Eva Lynn and Joffrey the Giant's fucking face when they sat here and insinuated that Cece was giving fellatio at her place of residence, you ain't have nothing to say then. And also with that, to peel back this layer, is that was some coloristic shit right there. Why do I say that? Because there is constantly being perpetuated that Asian Americans have these establishments like spas and whatnot, but behind the scenes in the back, they sitting there giving hand jobs, blow jobs, and all the other stuff. So you trying to discredit her in the medical field by saying that she's sitting here giving fellatio to other men, but you gonna sit right up there and let them sit there and insinuate it, whether it's a joke or fucking not. So you can sit here and defend LaQuisha Ghetto Compton ass to sit here and quote Terrence, but you can't sit here and defend Cece, who is now your motherfucking mother-in-law. Oh, how the times have changed and how the tables have turned. Hold on, wait. Do I have some more for this? Hold on. Because she made me mad. Really made me the fuck mad. Okay, hold on. And then we're gonna bring in Eveline, little punk ass. So this little plasma TV screen forehead ass heifer. So she want to call her and sit here and say your friend. So now you trying to sit and stir some drama because you ain't got no motherfucking storyline. I see you for your works, but I ain't done with you yet. I ain't done with you. And then brings up, the whole OG thing, saying I'm a dark-skinned woman. You know what, ma'am? You are a dark-skinned woman, and so is Mr. Ed. But the difference between y'all two and OG is y'all are African-American with European features in your bloodline. OG is Nigerian-American that has Nigerian features. Okay, but I'm gonna let that go because I see Really be down there, and I know she don't want to do the color real thing, so I'm gonna just go ahead.
Wait. First of all, this is not my channel. This is not my conversation. That's not why. No, Say what you gotta say. I'm just here. I'm listening.
You just listening
because we disagree, so I'm listening to you.
We do. Because I'm not gonna go too deep because I want all to talk to. I just wanted to sit here and give it to
listen, because I want to learn.
I got you. Now I do want to say this before I finish. As much heat as I'm giving Kristen, she is a gorgeous, beautiful woman, but her spirit is nasty.
Poor mouse. You ain't giving that bitch no grace.
He ain't giving her nothing, y'all. He ain't giving her nothing.
I got nothing for that.
I think Kristen is beautiful. I do too. Again, her personality may not be beautiful, but I think she's a pretty girl. I do. I really do.
But what I'm not here for is just being ignorant to what is going on, saying that she doesn't know what OG is talking about. So you didn't watch the season back. You didn't see what they was playing during the reunion when they showing the little packages and whatnot. So you don't know, or you just choosing to turn a blind eye. But okay, I'm gonna keep going. Nor have I witnessed these things. Is it that you haven't witnessed it because it ain't happened to you, or you just literally not seeing the forest for the trees? Because with the colorism thing, again, we can run down the list that Eveline then called CC Ling Ling. Eveline then sat here and insinuated that she is doing, prostitution type things in her establishment, discrediting what she is doing for a living. Eveline has called Jackie a roach. Eveline, okay, so do I have to keep going?
But is that colorist or racist? That's not the same thing, though. Colorism and racism are not mutually exclusive. They're different.
Okay.
So is she making?
She's not racist. She's not racist.
Making racist statements, or are those? Is that colorism? You understand what I'm saying? That's different.
Okay.
In my opinion,
it's to me.
We'll
lost the host. We don't know.
We'll just say she made some racially charged statements. I'll say that. I can
agree with that. I can agree with that.
But still turning a blind eye to what it is that is going on and being willfully ignorant only because you trying to stay in the good graces of these hoes. And the thing is, all that's gonna happen is they're gonna do you like they did every other person before them. Like they gonna do you like they did Susie, like they did Tammy, like they did everybody else. Once they didn't got all they could out of you, you're gonna be public enemy number one on the outskirts. And then LaQuisha is gonna decide if she gonna sit here and rock with you because you family, or if she gonna have the lack of substance and be a lapdog and just side with them. I can't wait to see how this shit play out. But that's okay. You know what? That's
I agree with you on that. They definitely gonna switch. They gonna switch it up on Kristen because the only reason that's what I was saying. See, the reason why Kristen is still on this show, even though she has no storyline, is to show. Look, we're not colorists. Look at her. That's why Jennifer is back. Look,
Right.
we're not colorists. Look
Right.
at her. That's why these people are back. It's to show whether I agree or disagree with the colorism piece of it. That's what that's about. And so they already using Kristen.
Mhm.
That's the only reason why you're here, man.
Yep.
That is it. That is all.
Yep.
Because you ain't got storyline the first, so that's the only reason you're here, baby. Chaplin say sexy. Right quick, if y'all don't want to be like Jennifer Williams and
Tawanda Smith, yes, thank you. Thank you.
You get some chapstick. Okay, make sure you get you some chapstick. You don't want to, especially with us getting this wintry-ish, y'all don't want to be out here with chapped cracked lips. Okay, it ain't sexy and that shit hurt. Okay, this is your public service announcement from YahCraTeas. If y'all feel what I'm saying, drop a book emoji up in the chat. Praise God, hallelujah. Thank you. Hey, shout out Shabeke. Yes, thank you.
Hey, Scotty. You over your post-birthday hangover?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of ice and shit. Like,
oh yeah,
I could have been
right.
up here with Terrence, but yeah, I called myself walking to the convenience store to get some stuff, and I got chased by dogs and shit, and you can't run in the ice and all the other stuff. So,
oh,
See,
like a 5-minute walk was like 30 minutes. But you know, another thing is, like, I called into work again today because I called in yesterday and I called in today, and they really act like they don't get it. Like, I'm not about to, I live on a steep ass hill. If I drive down that hill with all that ice, I can slide and flip my fucking car over.
Yeah. If you're not used to this weather and driving in this weather, the best thing to do is to stay home. Like, for real.
Thank you for becoming a member, Wendy. I mean, thanks for becoming a member, babe.
But my thing is that because I haven't seen most of this live yet. All I know is that I came in while he was going in on Jennifer, and this is what I want to say about Jennifer. I've been reviewing Basketball Wives since the second season of Miami, so that's been a long time. And ever since then, I've always called Jennifer out on her shit. I've always felt like she was phony. I always felt like she was a fraud, like she was fake, and I always felt like she was a tag along, and I always felt like she was a sidekick, and she was going to do whatever she could to just be popping or whatever. So when people felt sorry for her, like even when Evelyn hopped across the table on her, I didn't feel sorry for her at all because I felt like that was her karma at that time for the way she sat there and treated Royce alongside Evelyn. So it was like Evelyn was only giving her the same treatment she gave Royce. So I didn't feel bad for her then. And then when she came back to the show, it's like when it came down to Jen, everybody used to get mad at me because I was going in on her ass because they felt like she was like the victim of some shit. So it's kind of like I ain't never seen Jennifer as no victim because she's always been a fake ass disloyal bitch to me.
Scotty,
and I can't.
The only time she was a victim is when she got back as a victim. Then she did not deserve that baptism.
She didn't?
By Eric?
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
You think so?
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't. It was hilarious, but no, she didn't.
Yeah, she did.
She threw something at that man first, and he threw something back at her.
And he had every right to defend himself. Keep your hands to yourself. I'm not having a discussion no more with y'all. Everybody keep their hands to themselves around here.
Now, if he would have popped her in her face, then okay.
Yeah, that's different.
All right, I understand. But he threw a drink. She better be glad that she got a drink thrown at her and not a damn hand. Because dudes with a pop tag.
Look, the reason I say that she didn't deserve it is he got up, walked away, but then he came back to throw it in her face. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, I don't see it for Joffrey the Giraffe, Mr. Ed, looking ass, but still, she ain't deserve that. She ain't deserve that.
I wasn't looking at the show. I just remember the clip going viral, and I was like, damn. That's all I remember was damn. I was just like,
damn. That probably was what made her ass doom and delusional now. I probably take that back because the way that shit hit her face, and she was stood there shell shocked. She didn't know what to do with herself. I said, Lord, Jennifer, girl, get yourself together, honey. I mean, I don't know. Like I said in my post last night to OG, I said Tammy tried to warn y'all about that bitch last season. She did. She tried to warn y'all. She a flip flopper. That was the whole reason why she was mad at her at the beginning, because her whole thing was when she outs you out and she ain't want shit to do with you. Now we cool. Now you got back cool with her. Now you want to sit up here and try to treat me like I ain't shit. And that ain't the first time she did that to people. So I'm not shocked. OG, he's just doing it to me now.
So I have a question.
Can I say
Oh no, Scotty, you go first. Scotty, you go first.
Yeah. When it comes down to Tammy, I know that everybody goes up for Tammy. I know that everybody loves Tammy. All of this other stuff. But at the same time, fuck Tammy. And I'm going to tell you why it's fuck Tammy. Because I'm not buying none of this shit. She was the same one that sat up there for years sniffing up behind Evelyn and Shawnee and wanting to be cool with them and wanting to do all of this stuff and treat people certain type of ways just to be down with them. Until she finally realized years down the line, girl, you didn't know they weren't your friend from the very beginning? They showed you from the jump that they wasn't your friends. They used you as a damn muscle, as their backbone. That's what they used you for. And when they used you for what they needed to use you for, they pay. When Shawnee first came to Basketball Wives LA, I guess she felt as though the show wasn't working. Who did she call? She called Tammy. Because she knew that Tammy would bring the ratings to the show. She knew that. So she had to use Tammy and make her be her ride or die for the sake of her show. But when Evelyn came back to happen, she dropped Tammy like a bad habit all over again. And it took that for her to see that Shawnee was never her friend. But she wasn't your friend from the jump. Just like with Jackie Christie. I'm kind of annoyed with her ass too, because she's another one
Yeah.
that play and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And for you in the comment section who talk about let's move on, I said what the fuck I said. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We could say that she realized that, but I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. And I said that I still say fuck Tammy, because all this shit she did to other people, like she even turned on Royce for a split second and they got back cool. She turned on Brandy in Malaysia for them for Shawnee, like all that other shit. So I ain't with the bullshit. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. She realized it. Let's move on. I ain't moving on from shit. I'm gonna make your ass remember what the fuck you did, and I remember what the fuck you did. It is what it is. I said what the fuck I said. Go ahead.
I agree with Scotty. Not from because I didn't watch the show, but I'm old school Tammy. I go back to the Real World Tammy, and Tammy was a bully on Real World, and Tammy was a very overbearing bitch. And people want to act like they don't forget that that's who Tammy was and whence she came. And so I believe everything Scotty just said, because if y'all go back, some of y'all might not be old enough to go back to the Real World, but when you go to the Real World, that season that Tammy was on was season 2, and Tammy got that boy kicked off the show. Tammy was very much that person. She's been a bully. So I absolutely believe what you're saying from the beginning. I'm with you, Scotty.
Yeah, like she's grown, no lie. I'm not trying to, take away from her growth or anything, but let's just keep it 100. That's what happened. You did all that shit, and now that you see these hoes for who they are, now you want to sit up here and act like, all this other shit. These bitches was never your fucking friends. So I, as a person that watched this shit from the very beginning, as someone who rooted for Tammy early on before she became a big ass bully, I'll never forget it. And I'm going to remember what the fuck you did. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So no. And when it comes down to Jackie, she does the same shit. I don't know how in the hell you sitting up here being cool with Evelyn after you make this big ass deal about her talking to your daughter and all of this other shit, and you want to tell OG how she's supposed to feel about certain situations in regards to Evelyn, when you were also accused by your own daughter for being Chris. So this is just a conversation that you might need to shut the fuck up about, because you got accused by your own daughter for being colorist. So you can't tell nobody how the hell they feel. Now, I have had this conversation before, so I'm going to say it again. I'm ignorant to the whole colorist thing because I've never looked at a person based on their skin tone. I never called a person aggressive because they were dark skinned. I called them aggressive if they were just being aggressive. Hell, I find Evelyn aggressive, and she lighter than me. So, I'm kind of ignorant to the colorism thing. So I'm not going to sit up here and tell somebody how they're supposed to feel about anything because I experience colorism. I don't know what it is. But Jackie just need to shut the fuck up when it comes down to that. She always wanted to be the peacemaker, and then they all turn on her. Like the way she for Shawnee and shit like that. Did you forget that when Evelyn first came on the show, she was right there with Evelyn talking shit about you in regards to your daughter? She was right there riding the train with Evelyn, then brought Jennifer along for the ride, brought that one season wonder bitch Hazel for the ride, like had all these girls riding up against your ass, and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, just like somebody said in the comment section, Jackie is a fucking pick me when it comes down to Shawnee. They all act like they got the bow down to Shawnee. And people can use the whole Shawnee is the boss and they can't go against her. Fuck that. Have y'all never watched Married to Medicine? You see where Mariah at, right?
Maybe what it is because they were friends before this show started.
But they got different contracts too.
Yeah, so maybe what it is like, they I guess they just assume, well, she was my friend before all this shit. She ain't gonna treat me no differently. And then they got up here and realized, nah, Shawnee got Sharon to feed. Shawnee got Miles. And if she gonna use your story to get what it is that she gonna do, then that's just what that's at. Shawnee don't give a damn about no damn friends unless it's Evelyn. And they ain't even friends. They just sisters.
That's what I'm saying. She only Evelyn. That's what I'm saying. She only cares about Evelyn. That's it. And everybody should know that. So I don't see why everybody wants to be up her ass like that. And Kristen is just pathetic. Kristen is probably the most pathetic person on this ass.
Right.
By anybody, she's the most pathetic to me.
Because she pissed me off when she said OG tried to use colorism as an excuse or whatever the hell it was she said. That shit made me so goddamn mad with her.
So, well, first of all, Love Angel, that wasn't Tammy. Well, not that it matters, but Tammy wasn't pregnant by the guy she got kicked off the show. She was pregnant by her boyfriend, the guy she was dating at the time. But as far as like Scotty, what you're saying about, like what you were saying about being ignorant to colorism, I appreciate you saying that and being honest about that. Because I think a lot of people are ignorant to what colorism is. They use it because it's a buzzword and it sounds good. But everything isn't colorism. Just like every time somebody makes an ignorant comment doesn't make them racist. Did they make an ignorant comment? Sure. Was it a racist comment? Sure. But that doesn't mean that that is who they are. Right. A lot of times people make jokes that 5 years ago were acceptable jokes. I mean, don't cuss me out, y'all, when I say this, but Evelyn making the joke about a happy ending or calling an Asian person Ling Ling, we do it all the time. And when I say we, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying people do it all the time. We make jokes of, love you long time. How many times have you heard people make that joke, love you long time, from the, the line that came from, was it Platoon? So we do it all the time to each other. It's just that the more and more we evolve as a culture, it is becoming less acceptable to make those types of statements and those types of jokes. I'm not saying Evelyn isn't colorist or Evelyn isn't racist. I'm just using her as an example because we're talking about basketball wise. But I think there are a lot of people, the first time a light-skinned person got a problem with a dark-skinned person, the first thing out their mouth is, they colorist. No, just because I'm light-skinned and that person's dark-skinned, it just might mean I don't like her. I don't fuck with her. And I just think that we gotta stop making everything so black and white. And make everything so, if you say this, then you racist. Well, if you say this, then you're this. And that's not always the case. I don't know Evelyn. I ain't defending her. I'm just saying we oversimplify stuff. So I can appreciate Scotty saying, listen, I don't know. Because a lot of people don't know. They think they know, but they really don't. That's all I'm done.
The only thing that I wanted to say, the only thing I wanted to say is with the Ling Ling comment, when she said that, she didn't say it as a joke. She said that in response to Cece calling her Eva Ling. And that's when the Ling Ling thing came. Now, the happy ending, yeah, that was a joke, if you will. I'm just saying, but in that moment, she said it as a dagger. The Ling Ling, she said that as a dagger. to touch her spirit. It didn't work because she was like, what is a lingling?
Right.
But I mean,
she did it on camera on national TV. So Evelyn had to have known that was going to ruffle somebody's feathers eventually.
And that shows that Shawnee ain't your friend because she let that air. Now they cut out her being flung into the bushes and made it seem like she tripped and fell. But you know, that's
I
not.
wish they had shown that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because even with what ReallyB was saying, like I even made a comment a couple years back, in one of my reviews for Big Brother. What was her name? Helen, I think that was her name. Helen.
I don't know, child.
Y'all know I'm real big. Y'all know I'm real big on giving people nicknames. And Helen was, I think, Asian or something like that. And there's this restaurant we're from called China Buffet, and I called her Miss China Buffet as a joke. And when I said that, people got upset about it. Like they were really pissed about it, saying I was racist or something like that. And I was like, no, I'm not racist. What are you saying? They were saying, what if I called you Mr. Chitlin? How I feel? I said I would laugh at it because I'm goofy that way. So it's like some things you may not know how it's coming across. You know, even though you may be saying it in a certain type of way, but somebody else may take offense to it. You know what I mean? So it's like after that particular instance, and that was years ago. Like this was before the climate, the social climate even started really changing like that. Years ago, probably like 13 sometime. Like I didn't think it was a big deal. I said it as a joke, but you know, the more things. Yeah, the more things continue, then I realize, okay, some things you just can't say. People may not take it the same way as other people would take it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so I totally understand. Sometimes the lines can be pretty blurred sometimes. You know what I mean? So
right.
And then that particular season of Big Brother, it was a big thing about racism on that same season too. So that could have been why I was so sensitive.
Yeah. Let me say this, y'all. For the purposes of this conversation, I am not defending Evelyn. Please, I'm not. I'm not defending Evelyn. I don't care about Evelyn. I'm just using that as an example because that's the show that we're speaking about. Yes, Full Metal Jacket is where Love You Long Time comes from. Two Live Crews sampled it. It came from Full Metal Jacket, though. I'm not defending Evelyn, y'all. I don't give a damn. I'm not going to sit here and argue with y'all about Evelyn.
All right, so to steer this to get us all on a different track, how did y'all feel about my little assessment, read shade, whatever you want to call it, about Miss Kristen? Because trust me when I say she had me all messed up last night. How y'all feel about
what?
Fuck Kristen. I don't give a damn about Kristen. Kristen up here for what? She ain't got no storyline, no angle, no nothing. Don't nobody give a damn about Kristen. I just don't. Like, she's just there for no reason. She's taking up space.
Why you think she moved to Atlanta though?
Huh?
Why you think she moved to Atlanta?
Because she ain't got no money. I just told you she had to sell her damn mouse hole back to Jerry Mouse down to LA, and then she finally found her a comfortable shoebox that's inspired by Robin Dixon in that townhouse. I mean, that I'm not mad at her for. Living your means. That's your truth. Living your truth. But other than that, I don't have nothing for that bitch.
She wasn't living in her truth, though. She said she only moved to Atlanta because she moved to Atlanta because of the fact that it was the best place to raise her kids. That's not the reason why you moved. You moved because you ain't got no fucking money to afford to live in LA. That's why you moved. Be honest. That's why you moved.
And that's another reason why I'm so damn pissed at LaQuisha. Because I'm like, girl, that bitch was the one who was setting up, telling that boy how your kids was dirty and they won't being taken care of, and this, that, and this. I'm like, all of y'all fake. Like, just get rid of the damn show.
I don't know why she moved. I know she ain't moved for the reason she said she moved. She's talking about something that's the best place to raise your kids. What?
Maybe she got embarrassed.
There are a lot of places between LA and Atlanta that are great places to raise your kids. I'm sorry, but Atlanta, I'm sorry, ma'am. Have you looked at the statistics? Have you looked at the school systems? And that's not to take nothing away from Atlanta schools, but ma'am, there are school districts that are, the numbers are way better between LA and Atlanta. So I don't know why she moved, but I can promise you it ain't the reason she said. Because that don't even make no damn sense.
Yeah,
that don't even
that was that. Yeah, Kristen and that boy were friends.
The cost of living is cheaper in Atlanta, and there's really nothing wrong with that at all. I'm not judging her for it, but just keep it 100. You moved there because of the cost of living. It's high as fuck to live in LA. Talk to Jamar about that. He just left LA and came to Atlanta. So
yeah, definitely, it is very expensive to live in LA. You ain't lying.
So one thing I would like to do is I would like to give a hand clap of praise to the people of America, because in addition to us banding together during this time of a pandemic, you know, for social injustice and for justice, I want to thank everyone for giving the dick, to quote Bernie Mac, to Shawnee your nostrils, because for you to sit here and insult us, to come on your live and say you all are way too invested, which as a person selling a product, you should never tell someone that they are too invested. So what we did is we showed you that we weren't as invested, to where y'all opening for this season was drastically low. I'm pretty sure last night episode is probably going to be lower than that, because y'all really didn't give us anything. Basketball wise was not trending last week nor this week. And even with Evelyn and Mr. Ed trying to sit here and start stuff on Twitter, it still wasn't trending. So I want to thank everyone for sitting here and showing her the big fuck you, but also realizing with this, if we can do it for this, we can do it for other things. Think about how our ancestors, well, not really ancestors, but how our grandparents and great grandparents, you know, did the bus boycott, where they all banded together, didn't ride the buses, literally damn near crippling that particular industry because they all banded together for one like cause. Just understand that we as a people can sit here and we can tear things down if we choose to band together. And I also want to say
that's fact.
And I also want to say to the reviewers, because I'm just doing the videos just to drag them. Like my videos, I choose to not monetize them. Don't ask me why, mind your business. But I want to thank all of those watching for watching us, giving us the views, and putting money in our pockets, but also saying fuck you to shitty or nostrils. So, thank you. That's all I had. Go ahead, Terrence. It's your show. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's the truth though, because they're only watching us.
Yeah, basically. I mean, is there anything else y'all want to talk about this dry ass shit? Because
the episode really ain't. All they do in this episode was setting up for them being in that house for the next 10 weeks or however long they're gonna drag this out, because the first episode was all the footage they had gotten before the pandemic, and you saw you saw where the storylines were supposed to go and where the setups were supposed to go, and then they had to shut all that down. And so this episode was what they was able to scrape together with them remotely filming before they put them all in them two houses that conveniently are probably gonna be right next door to each other. You know, the two houses just happen to be available. And so this episode wasn't really giving us a lot.
But you know what really be, and to your credit. Go ahead, Scotty.
Go ahead, Terrence.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I just feel like with this season, they're just using COVID-19 and Black Lives Matter to prop themselves up, to make themselves out to be these changed and more positive women, to give them a little bit of death because they don't know substance, and all they are known for is being bullying ass bitches. So they want to use what's going on in today's world as a way to soften the blow that they had last season, the same way they did when Tammy Bully kept Evelyn through the wine bottle at Kenya in the plate. Evelyn jumped off tables. Evelyn hit bitches upside the head with a purse. The very next season, they were all of a sudden positive women. They do this every time they fuck up. They do this every time, and it's not genuine at all. It's not. That's all I wanted to say on that part.
To Really B's point, it's that all of this shit is contrived, and she's absolutely right. Just like how I saw they're gonna conveniently invite another female that has some type of tryst with Lance Stevenson. So I guess now when Phoebe comes, now we already know where that's gonna go. Now her and this girl about to start beefing over a nigga that neither one of them dusty bitches is fucking no more. And I'm just like, wow, so this is y'all way to make Phoebe interesting, because I was told she was fired. I had that from a very reliable.
She was fired.
So my thing is, so now y'all kept her because
a lot of them weren't coming back.
Yeah, and it's like, so now because of that, now y'all making up a storyline to try to make her have beef with somebody over.
A lot of them feel like you got to realize that the pandemic changed a lot, you know, and it really boiled down to they weren't really able to shop for new members like they probably wanted to when they got rid of certain people. You know, and I think I feel like they wouldn't have pressed OG to come back had they been able to shop for somebody new, because they really don't want OG back. But they made her fulfill her contract because they couldn't replace her.
Right, they couldn't replace her.
Because they're not gonna replace her. A lot of this happened on a lot of the reality shows. I think the rumors we heard about Atlanta were true. That Cynthia wasn't supposed to come back. Like, I think a lot, but she came back, one, because of the wedding, and two, they got rid of Nene. Like, so circumstances changed, and so I believe that, like, she wasn't coming back. But that's a dumb storyline, because, like you said, who the hell care about y'all arguing about a man that ain't either one of y'all with? Like, that's just dumb.
And I just feel like they're really trying to make, in the words of Color Me Pink, which I really hate that Color Me Pink is not reviewing basketball this season. I hate that. But in the words of Color Me Pink, Phoebe, as Color Me Pink would call Phoebe, Phoebe, they're really trying to make her happen. They're really trying to make her happen. Like, did y'all see the first episode? They gave her all them damn scenes, and I'm like, we don't care that the bitch can't cook. I can't cook either. Like, I don't care about the fact that that bitch can't cook. I don't care about her relationship. I don't care about nothing about her rap. I don't care about them damn the rap she wears that's not a body rap. Like, I don't care about nothing she got going on. Like, she's not interested in the least bit. She don't even fit. And I just feel like Evelyn was basically taking a liking to her because Phoebe, again, shout out to Color Me Pink, would say is up her ass. That's the reason why they like Phoebe like that. And then Kristen, like, what does she, without Cece, what does she have to talk about without Cece? Oh, I got it. She's going to now jump into the Porsche bandwagon and talk about Black Lives Matter so she could be more interesting and have more substance. With Cece, she's not interesting. But even with Cece, she wasn't interesting. Cece was the one that was interesting. Kristen was not interesting at all. Then Malaysia. What is she still here for? Malaysia never had a storyline, and the only reason she was even on the show to begin with is because everybody liked her. She was a fan favorite, and I was one of the ones that liked her so much. I didn't give a fuck if she had a storyline or not. But when you really think about it, she's never had a storyline. She's never been open about her life at all. You don't really know much about Malaysia. We never seen her husband, now ex-husband, on the show. Like, we don't know nothing about her. She's never had nothing to bring. And as much as people shitted on Brandy, okay, she talked about her cancer all the time, but at least we knew she had fucking cancer and she couldn't have no kids. What the fuck do we know about Malaysia? We don't know shit about her. Nothing. Evelyn is just here because Evelyn. Shawnee is here because she's the EP. He is here because they need her, because without Jackie, the show ain't shit. And they know it. That's why they keep her around.
Yeah.
Jennifer, I don't even know why the fuck she even here. Jennifer don't add shit to the show. She never has. She's a fox, bougie ass bitch with no substance.
She about to tell us about their Range Rover.
If they had been able to film like they normally film, like y'all said, they would. A lot of these people wouldn't be back because, like you said, no one had any use for Jennifer. She's back because they can't film, and they're like, for ratings purposes, let's get some names that people know. Let's get, whether we like them or not, You know what I'm saying? And I like they're saying in the chat, you know, Robin kept her job because Monique quit. Like all of this, you know, there's a reaction what the producers want to do versus what happens. I don't think they would have made OG film this year had they been able to recast. I just don't think so. I don't. But that's just me. Because remember, you have two cast members that are suing each other. There's a legal situation involved, like a legit legal situation involved with the two of them. And I think that the producers would have chose Evelyn over OG if they had to make a decision legally.
But they're still pulling the same exact thing they pulled on Brandy with the whole women choosing not to film with her to truly act.
Because, well, I wouldn't film her either. I wouldn't film with her either.
But okay, but here's the thing. But if a show is being produced and they tell you either you're going to shoot this scene or either A or not even either A, you just won't get paid for the episode that we air this. Because if you there to do a job, then you there to do a job. And when it comes to the legal stuff, if I'm not mistaken, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of what Evelyn tried to do with the restraining order and all this other stuff, all that got kicked out of court. So unless there is a restraining order, a no contact order.
But not while they were filming.
Right? But what I'm saying is, but if there is not one in place, a no contact order, restraining order, if none of that is in place, then there is no reason that all of them couldn't have been in the same house shooting this scene.
But that's what I'm saying. Not while they were filming. Okay. While they were filming, that stuff was still ongoing.
Okay. I'm not here to argue with you.
I feel like
I know.
But I feel like the reason why Evelyn even did what she did with their lawsuit is for the fact that if I file a lawsuit against her, I won't have to film with her. I can't be in the same, like, because I believe she knew. I like VH1 knew that they were at a standstill because OG had the support from the viewers, like off the rip, and I feel like they kept her because they knew that if they fired her, they'll get blowback. Because
they're getting blowback regardless. They're getting blowback regardless of
I know that, but I know that much. I know that much, but I'm saying it really would have made them look bad if they fired her with everything that she had surrounding her.
Oh yeah, so they had fired her. That would have been. They had fired her.
Well, let me ask y'all this:
if they fire her,
do y'all think we're gonna get a season 10? With how these numbers are looking.
Please no. Please no.
I doubt it.
I'm like, please just, Lord, if they do, Jesus, kill me now. Now, if they do come back, and I'm my hand to the Bible, I'm not going to review. I don't give a damn. I'm not reviewing the 10th season. Period. I can't do it.
Y'all notice on my reviews, I very conveniently skip over certain things because I'm not entertaining it. But if the rest of the season reads like last night's episode, I know I.
If they pull, like, I feel like this, if they try to pull like a Love and Hip Hop New York thing like they tried to do for season 10 and bring back certain people, maybe I'll do it then. Like, I'll probably watch it if they bring back certain people, like maybe like Royce or somebody like that, Royce or Brandy or somebody like that. I'll watch it then. I'll probably review it then if they did something like that. But I don't see them going to no 10th season with the way these ratings looking. These ratings look terrible.
Well, I mean, like I said, if they come back, I'll review it because again, it's a pastime for me cussing these hoes out and just giving them the blues. But if they come back and Master Splinter is no longer on the show, I don't care if she's an EP. I don't give a fuck about that. But if she is not physically on the show, they'll get my view. I will sit there with the cable on and watch it if she is not there. But as long as she is there in any way, shape, form, or fashion, look, is the reason my video was up late last night. I was waiting for one of those sites that I use to upload it. You're not gonna get my view. Not at all. Not especially when you sit here straight. All of this BS, you keep this infighting going on, and then at the same exact time, for you to be on this show and you don't give us nothing. The last time, y'all heard me say this for the last time, we got something remotely real from Shitty Old Nostrils is when Gloria gave her the business at that motherfucking table scene with her hand shaking and she about to go into a convulsion because she couldn't do nothing but sit there in the fucking moment. Because what was she gonna do? What was she gonna say? Not a goddamn thing. And it was since then nobody could say nothing remotely crazy to Shawnee, and she bossed up and used her I'm executive producer can't say nothing to me. Fuck you, fuck the horse you rode up in here on, and your ho green giant ass motherfucking children.
Well, I ain't gonna say forget the chairman now, because I do like her chairman. I mean, don't get me wrong, they Amazon and stature, but I do like her. Her chairman are way more interesting than Shawnee ass is. That's for damn sure.
They are her redeeming quality.
You find it interesting?
They're the most interesting thing about Vershandia is the kids. Other than that,
Child,
I ain't got.
You being real nice. You being real nice. The motherfuckers ain't interested in the least bit. They born.
I've always liked her children. Like I wasn't, and I ain't gonna say it was my favorite show, but I used to watch Shawnee's Full Court Life not because of her, because her kids just used to make me laugh. I used to think it was funny.
Child, you a good one. You a good one, child. Ooh, I tried, couldn't do it. No.
I didn't even try.
No, man.
And you know what? That's the thing that fucked up Basketball Wives is Shawnee, because I would love to see how people digging into Shawnee's ass. I don't like the fact that she could stir up the pot in people's storylines or whatever, but can't nobody go off on her. That's what I don't like.
Problem. That is the problem with this show. It's so damn biased, and it's so obvious that it's so damn biased, because it's like Shawnee can sit there and not give a damn thing, but can sit there and tell somebody else that they ain't got no substance.
Can I say something right quick? Somebody,
the least interesting person on the show. Go ahead.
No, because somebody in the chat is saying they're not coming at me for, but they're like, damn, why you say F the kids? Here's why. Most of her children, if not all of them, are of adult age. But here's the gag. I can't sit here and care about your cheering when you set up with Eveline to sit here and read a book from the page of Jackie's daughter, to sit here and trash her and run her name through the dirt on, I think it was like either last season or 2 seasons ago. So if y'all not caring about other people's cheering, regardless of whether they're adults or not, guess what? I ain't finna sit here and care about yours. Not at all. Not the fuck at all.
Hoops would never be on this show. Somebody said something about if Hoops come on.
I mean,
I get you.
I get you.
It might be funny, but Hoops would never be on this show because Hoops dated Shaq very publicly. Hoops ain't never go be on this show.
I know I would watch it. I bet you I'll watch it real good if she was on it, bitch. I swear to God, I'll watch it.
I'd watch it.
You're real. I'm with you, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna put off Shawnee bad behavior on her chilling. Like, I'm not about to do that. I cuss Shawnee out all day, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't never looked at it like that, because to me, I just leave the kids out of it, and I just go off on the rusty ass adults. That's just me. I ain't telling you wrong for how you feel.
No,
I'm just saying, personally, I like her cheering.
All I said was, and fuck the kids. Now, if I sit here and start going down the line and then saying stuff individually about the children, that's totally different. That was just a blanket. Fuck her, the kids, her marriage, the horse she rode up in her on, the dude she fucking, Shaq she fucking, fuck all that. I don't care. That's all I'm saying. Fuck you your whole life.
I ain't mad at it. I was just speaking for me. I ain't mad at it. You can have your opinion up here.
You know what? Let me say this really quickly, everyone.
Yeah, like I don't know why people thinking.
The views of YahCraTeas is not that of Giving You the Real Tea, ReallyBTV, nor ScottyByNatureTV. These are all YahCraTeas, him, this guy right here. These are all his comments. So please, if you have any gripes with what this guy has said, please bring them to and leave. Giving You the Real Tea after this. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day. Continue.
Y'all are nice.
They never had a kid, Love Angel. They never had a child.
All I'm saying is the kids are boring. That ain't me talking shit about the kids. They are boring. They are. They are. Like, I don't find.
I never watched this, so I don't know nothing about them churn. I don't know nothing about them churn.
Yeah, I mean, people may find me boring. Everything ain't for everybody.
And I'm gonna tell you something else that got to me. Malaysia, I totally understand how you feel about your brother, sis, and I'm not taking that away from you at all. However, I heard the story before. I've been through the tears with her. She talked to the chief before, and that's what I meant in my review about the regurgitating storylines. We've already heard this about Malaysia. I get it, and I'm not taking it away from Malaysia. Like when she talked to her cheering about that, I was with her for that. That was the realest scene out of this entire thing, and I'm not down to her for that. But the whole thing about going back through the story with her brother and how she got an issue with police and she's scared of, girl, we heard it already. We heard it.
They should have played Sunshine Anderson during that whole entire thing. That's how
we ain't seen none of y'all did anything for BLM. We haven't seen y'all out there in the front line. So why are y'all wasting y'all time giving us a whole 10 minutes of Black Lives Matter and such and such and such? Like, I'm sick of that shit too.
But what they could have done was they could have pulled a Bravo, and they could have pulled a Bravo, and they could have
Hey Bondi.
Hey Bondi. They could have pulled a Bravo, and they could have done the flashbacks. So that we could, they could have flashed back to the seasons where she told her story. Because you're right, it's not to be insensitive to the story, but we did do a whole storyline with that about 2 seasons ago, and she went and had to, went to talk to the police. So they could have just done a whole flashback situation.
And she.
Do you want to come on, Andy? I'll send you the link. Let me know.
She also talked to her oldest son about it as well, because when the conversation was happening, I'm like, I feel like she did this already. So you spoke with your oldest son about it. That leads me to believe you spoke with your other children about it. And now you're bringing it up again. It was a real scene, and I don't take away from it. But it's like, okay, we've been there. We done that. On to the next one. But I appreciate the cheering and they honest, especially was like, if they come up in here, if they bust in the house and doors, like, if you ain't got no warrant, when I tell you, I hollered. I was like, you
that was funny.
But I can appreciate her for having the conversation. And I mean, it is some real stuff where it's like, you don't want your kids in, the crossfire. And God forbid her eldest child jump in because he is still a child. But you know how America has created laws to sit here now, well, we're charged as an adult and all this other stuff. And oh my gosh, you pose a threat and all this other stuff. So I can appreciate that. I really, really do. But it's messed up. It's messed up. But I mean, it's the world we live in where we have to have these talks with our children, at a young age where other people from other ethnicities don't have to have that conversation. If they do, it's not as young as we have to give it to our children.
Yeah. It always breaks my heart when I see these scenes on different shows. When you see these parents have to have these conversations, it always breaks my heart because you're absolutely correct. It is, other cultures just don't have to go through that. And the fact that you should be teaching your kids that the police are the people there to help them if they're in trouble, and you have to teach your kids really damn near the opposite. That is that is the sad state of where we are as a society. Yeah.
Hey Bondi, did you do your review yet? Because I don't think I saw it. If she did it, because I know Bondi go give me one. I know give me one. Because
I felt Malaysia in that moment where she was like, I gotta make sure my oldest son know this because I know he will protect me if anything happened. Like that part right there really gets so. All right, basketball wise, I give you that much. But other than that.
Yeah. Now I do want to give Jennifer Williams one thing. Okay, well, I know you read it down, but I want to give her 2 things. One, I want to give it to her because I mean she gonna be with the shits, which is what we need. And she was also being very honest when she was talking to Colt 45. But what I really loved is when Colt 45 tried to tell her, okay, we're not gonna put the B word on, and she was like, oh yes, we are in my house. I can say what I want to say in my house. I'm like, you know what? I mean, I can't disagree with that. You ain't gonna come by house, tell me what I can and what I can't say.
Yeah, I was with on that too. That's why I didn't speak on it. I was with on that too.
Even though I enjoyed that, it was so forced. Like, Jennifer, shut the fuck up. Like, it's girl, bye.
Y'all, thanks for letting me on. I gotta hop off of here. I have to get ready to go into a meeting in a few minutes. But thank you so much for letting me hop on. I really appreciate it.
Wait. Before you leave, so for all those watching this, we got some people here. One, make sure y'all like this damn video. But also, if you want to hear myself and Really B, and I think Lil Baby, go in on the Jersey Wives because they come back tonight. We will be doing a live review together on her channel tomorrow. Let them know the time and the place, Really B.
Tomorrow, 6:30 on my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, thank you so much. Yeah, we're
I
gonna
don't watch
do
Jersey
that
Shore.
because I ain't never done the New Jersey before, so y'all's gonna get me caught up on all the craziness that is the New Jersey Housewives. I'm actually looking. It's a marathon on Bravo right now. I got it playing in the background, so we're gonna get caught up. But yeah. Thank you so much, y'all. No problem. And
All
thank
right,
you
you're welcome, baby.
for having me on.
Mwah.
All right.
Oh,
I don't
Bondi,
see
I
how y'all watch the
understand. You
Teresa
can only
Light
stomach
show.
this shit but so much. I get it, baby. I'm with Bondi, child. I can only stomach it but so much too. But
Yeah, I really thought that I could sit here and review this show this season and really enjoy reviewing it and get a check for it, but they are draining me already.
they are.
Like, oh my God, they draining me.
I mean, the messed up part is I was just upset in watching. I'm like, y'all ain't even giving me nothing. Like, I mean, I can sit here and do the
You ain't
review,
giving
but I
me
mean, give me
shit,
something.
like you ain't even giving me shit, and you still drain me. It's like Potomac all over again. Like, Jesus, we don't even want to go back to Potomac. Like,
Oh no, it really is like Potomac because, like I said, we got people caping for Shawnee, Evelyn, LaQuisha, and Kristen, obviously from my comments. So, you know, I'm being too hard on them. Why are you even reviewing it? The show is really good. What are you talking about?
As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all. Speaking of comments like that, let me find a comment that I read this morning when I woke up to call in to work.
I'm about to say, I mean, they don't do that way out. They don't come over to the YahCraTeas channel. I mean,
well, what's your secret? So I can keep it from coming. What's your secret so I can keep it from coming into mine?
I don't know. I mean, it might be my demeanor. It might be because I just don't give a fuck. It might be because I let them know what the rules and regulations is when they come on over. You know, plus at the same time, I'm like, as long as you don't disrespect the family, you know, because y'all not my subscribers, y'all my family. You can say what you want about me because I'm just laughing this shit off, to be honest, because you came here to watch me. To quote Tony Baker, look at who you came to see. You came to see me. So it is what it is, but don't nobody coming up with that foolishness. Plus, I've been known in the past to cuss them out too. So,
yeah, but this is the comment that I'm talking about. It says, and I'm pretty sure y'all probably seen this person in y'all comments before. The name, and I'm gonna say the name. The name is I Rock'em Rocket. I think that's the name. Y'all probably haven't seen them before. That's a known fucking troll.
I've seen them before.
Okay, so he been in your shit before too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it been in your shit before too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So it said, do you intend on reviewing the season in an unbiased manner at all, like in all seriousness and all fairness? You really have been negative and very prematurely before anything has even happened. You're basically reviewing this season based off last season. # clout chaser. Now, last episode, they commented and said that I stay trying to get clout off Evelyn's name. But you're watching me, though.
Right.
And on top of that, I get paid to drag Evelyn. You don't get shit to drag me in the comments.
Right.
So, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say.
Period.
Long as I'm getting paid. Because we get paid for this. See, we get paid Monday.
Period.
So I get paid to drag that bitch. I can drag that bitch all day if I want to. That's what I get paid to do. You don't get paid to drag me in the comments because at the end of the day, you watching me is putting coins in my pocket. That's what you fail to realize. See, that's the thing that I'm saying. Like, they get so mad at me and say how much they hate me and shit, but you putting coins in my account every time you click the video to make a comment. Like, the irony.
Listen.
That's why you're not blocked.
This is the gag, y'all. Most of the reviewers that are reviewing this show, they're doing the same thing. Myself, Scotty, and Yarel, and Bondi, and Jay Lee, more than likely, and Alex
Jamie,
are gonna do.
Jamie.
And Jamie. They gonna drag them hoes. I mean, That's the review, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know what y'all want from us. I would point y'all in the direction of where to go, but everybody I just told y'all doing the same shit we doing. So I don't know. You might look up and find something.
I don't know what y'all want me to do. I don't know what y'all want me to do, because if you've been watching and that particular thing, that I just read, that thing been watching me for years. So my thing about it is, if you've been watching me for a long time, you already know where I stand with these people. Like, you hate me because I don't like Jennifer and Evelyn, and you also hate me because I don't like Portia and Fraudra Parks. You already know where I stand, so why do you still watch me? I don't get it.
I mean, but see, with that though, like that vexes me how people get. Like, I'll be honest, there have been people that I watch and they say stuff that I don't quite agree with. I just don't get in the comments about it. It's like, okay, well, I agree with you on some things. On this one, I don't, but I'm enjoying the review. Now, there have been some where they've said some stuff where I'm just like, okay, hold the hell on. Like, I'm not gonna say the person's name, but when Black Panther came out and this one person, literally loves fair-skinned women, point blank period. He got upset when I forget the name, so don't get mad at me, but the leader of the warrior tribe, when she stopped her husband and he bowed to her, he went off on a tangent about how fucked up that is. And I'm like, so a man can't bow to his wife? A man can't sit here and respect his wife? Oh, these two chocolate people. Oh yeah, I unsubscribe right there. I'm just like, okay, yeah, no, I can't fuck with you on that level, player. Right. But at the same time, but I wasn't in the comments writing a whole soliloquy, a paragraph about this is why I'm unsubscribed. But like, I ain't got it to do, and that's way too much energy.
Like why? Like, why am I sitting up here like announcing that I'm gonna unsubscribe from you? Like, even before I even got on camera, like, and everybody knows I was watching the like all day, every day. I used to wait for their videos to come out. And there was a lot of things that they would say that I didn't agree with, but I didn't come in their comments and cuss them out and all this other stuff. I barely even commented on the videos. I just sat back and I watched the video. I'm like, okay, I don't agree with that, but okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and it has been some people that I have unsubscribed from in the past, but I never just commented on their shit and said, I'm unsubscribing. Like what?
Yeah. Like, for instance, when I used to be with Just J, and I unsubscribed from that Raisinette with Legs, I didn't let it be known. I just unsubscribed. I just unsubscribed. Giving an example.
I'm just saying, like, what's the point? Like, I ain't got to make a damn press conference to say I'm going to unsubscribe from somebody's channel. Yeah, especially as a damn YouTuber. And it's different as a YouTuber, as one of the people that make the content. Like, we all look at it differently. Like, I don't even comment on people's stuff like that. Like, I don't. Like, it's very rare that I comment. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's I mainly comment when I just discovered someone that's new, and I tell them I like their stuff. Like just like how I found Terrence. The very first video I saw, I commented on. You know what I'm saying? So that's normally when I comment, when I finally see somebody, when I see somebody's stuff for the very first time and I like it, I comment. But other than that, I don't really be commenting like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And these days, some days I don't even respond to the comments in my comment section. Sometimes I just pin in and let my subscribers drag their ass out fucking day.
Okay.
So I guess to shift gears. So what y'all think we finna get from the Salt Wives tonight? Y'all think we're gonna get something interesting?
Well, probably. I mean, we'll just probably. I mean, other than Jen getting drugged,
Scotty not watching them.
Other than Jen getting drugged, and other than Lisa getting her just due, I mean, I hope it's only 2 parts.
Now I feel like because they're hyping this up, so it's probably gonna be normal fashion of we gonna get some juicy stuff, and then they gonna end us with a cliffhanger of when the stuff really get ready to boil over. I get a feeling that's what we're gonna get. Though I'm just not happy that, damn it, I got to review 2 shows. So not only, the Salt Wives, and this is the reading part 2. Now I got to sit here and do the Jersey Hoes. But that's all right. That's all right. Just like I enjoy dragging the Basketball Wives, I'm going to enjoy dragging Teresa. This whole.
Oh, so you don't like Teresa?
No, I don't like Teresa. No.
So you don't like Teresa? Okay, that's. I asked you that because I feel like I was the only one who did not like Teresa. That's why I don't watch New Jersey. I can't stand Teresa, and people really be going up for her like so hard. Like they really don't think that she does anything wrong. It's kind of like how I really be disgusted by Phaedra and Portia fans because they really be going up and acting like they ain't never did nothing. It's just like that with Teresa because a lot of the things that Teresa did, a lot of the drama that happened in New Jersey, Teresa started a lot of that shit. People really act like she did. Like they act like she's a complete victim of Caroline, and all of them when she got that shit started. Like I don't care what nobody say. Teresa got a lot of shit started on that fucking show. And
she
people
did.
really act like she's innocent. Like, and that's why I can't watch it because I hate to see the fans like they get on my nerves because they really think Teresa don't do shit. I can't stand Teresa.
I invite them to my channel. I don't care. We can do it. My thing with Teresa is like I can't stand this whole double standard of we family thing because mind you, damn it, her name has slipped me that quick. But her sister-in-law, Melissa. I saw for Melissa her first season on, especially when she punked the hell out of Teresa when she said, "Oh, you gonna walk away," and then Teresa walked back and she looked at her like, "What you gonna do?" I was here for it. Then after that, I wasn't here for Melissa no more. But how is it that Melissa got to have your back and be friends when you around the girls, but when they coming for Melissa, you ain't got nothing to say. You mum's a motherfucking word.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, trust me when I say, and I binge watched and got caught up in every episode. I'm saying like, I can't stand her. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. And part of me wanted to get on and just do some reviews just to get it out. But don't worry. Because I really feel like she gonna
like for real. Like, and nobody had a problem when on the because I watched it heavily, season 1, 2, 3, and 4. I probably didn't give a fuck about it no more after season 4 like that. But the first 4 seasons I watched, Teresa was not fucking innocent. Like they killed me acting like she was innocent. And what's crazy about it is that it was fine and dandy when they were all ganging up on Danielle and acting like Danielle was the scum of the fucking earth and all this other stuff. Everybody was fine with that shit. But then when Danielle left and Teresa was the one that was taking all the heat, now was the issue. No, bitch. You set up here and you ganged up on Danielle 2 seasons straight. And now you just sit up here and started all this bullshit with Caroline and all of them. And now you want to sit up here. The fact that she even... Like, it's crazy to me. Like, I believe everything Caroline said when she said that she told them, don't tell Melissa she's beautiful. Don't hang out with Melissa. Don't talk to Melissa. I believe every fucking word that they said. I really believe she did that. Straight up. I can't answer it. Oh, God.
I still can't believe that she told Danielle to go pull Marge's hair, but then Smooth act like she ain't even say that. And then you want to get mad when this brought up on the season finale of not last season, but the season before. You want to sit here, throw glasses, storm off because you don't want to do this, but you the one that sat here and told the girl, yeah, pull her hair, do it. Like,
right.
I can't. But again, I'm going to enjoy running down on these hoes this season. I can't wait.
I'm just glad there's someone else out there besides me that don't like Teresa because I have never liked her. Ever liked her. Period. I ain't never liked Teresa.
I don't like that Andy pacifies her behavior. That I don't like.
He does.
And people get mad when we draw comparisons between the African American housewives and the European American housewives. Here is it like Teresa is a blatant example. Like, how the hell are you gonna sit here and push Andy because you trying to get to Danielle and all Andy gonna do is laugh like, yeah, you strong, yeah, you pushed me down. and she telling you what she is and what she ain't gonna do. She chasing after people and whatnot. She going off production and whatnot, and you let that shit ride. You let it slide. And the only reason she is on here because for whatever reason she's a fan favorite, but she's a cash cow. Because any other person that went to jail, like she went to jail, he wouldn't have had their ass back, especially if they look like us. You would not have been back on the season because that wouldn't have looked good. But the thing is, he didn't want no other network to get her comeback story because it was going to draw ratings. Like, I see you for your works, Andrew.
But listen, I said the same shit on my Saltwise review. When I said had Nene or Kenya or Phaedra or one of them pull what Lisa did, which is, no, we're not moving on. I'm going to continue to say what I got to say. He would have damn show came at them in a nice, nasty manner and remind them bitches about whose show they on. He wouldn't have just sat back. It would have been like, oh, okay, well, go on ahead. He wouldn't have did that shit. I called that out. I did. That it had it been Potomac or Atlanta, he would have found a nice, nasty way to get their asses in line.
And Shantivia, thank you for correcting me. She went to prison, not jail. Thank you. There is a difference. She went to prison. Clink, clink, locked up. And even with that, never mind. I'm gonna save all the energy for tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna let her live because I'm gonna save all the energy for my review tonight. I ain't trying to and put nothing on Andy that ain't there, but I'm sorry, little shit like that. You know what I mean? Especially after the way he tried to get Monique together, all nice, nasty about them damn checks that her ass don't need. I was expecting him to pull the same shit with Lisa. Like, wait a minute, hold on, Lisa. Like, whoa, let's get back on track.
But anytime Teresa pushes Andy ass the fuck down and he has nothing to say about it, but when Portia and Kenya was dragging each other across the damn stage, it became a big ass conversation.
Okay, well, they weren't dragging each other. One got drugged.
Well, Portia dragged Kenya. I tried to, whatever, but like they fight all the time on New Jersey. Like, that's all they do is fight on New Jersey. But when Candace and Monique fought, it was a big to do. When Portia and Kenya fought, it was a big to-do. When Cynthia and Portia fought, it was a big to-do. But Teresa and them, especially the husbands, they can fight.
That's the bad part. That won't even fight.
And look, and even with Jersey, like, so Teresa trying to go after Danielle multiple times, shaking the table, almost injuring somebody, when both of the Joes sat there and they literally fought on one of the seasons. When you got the new girl, I think her name is Jennifer. I don't care what her name is, where she's sitting here throwing stuff at people, throwing a whole plate of knives and whatnot, trying to sit here and get across, cracking glasses and whatnot. Like, all of this behavior. But for you to sit here and say on the Potomac reunion, Bravo does not condone violence. Somebody on Instagram had literally did a collage, just literally all of the different clips of the European American housewives getting physical. Like, it makes my blood boil, y'all.
Yeah, but not even that. We actually saw blood. We saw Monique blood when she got hit in the mouth. But y'all don't condone it, and you don't support it, and y'all don't show it, and yada, yada, yada. But that whole shit was about to fight.
Hell, they even fought on Real Housewives of Miami. Hell, they even fought on that other damn show they used to have with Melissa Ford and all of them. What was it called? Blood, Sweat, and Heels. They even fought on there, but they didn't even show that fight.
They fighting around Melissa Ford. Child.
Melissa Ford, the one who got beat up.
Oh, shit. Well, she shouldn't have did what she did. Hell, I don't know what she did, but she did it. And I bet you the bitch won't do it no more.
Okay, so Terrence, I want to ask you, have you watched The Little Women yet? Because you try to make me feel bad for how.
No, I ain't mean it like that. I ain't mean it like that. I watched it the first couple of seasons, but I just gradually I let it fall by the wayside. No, I was only getting you together because you was talking about something you was gonna get many together, and I said you can't do that because that woman done gone to glory. You cannot talk ill about the dead. You can't do that.
You a lie and a half.
Well, y'all heard me tell him don't do that because that woman done gone to glory, and y'all heard what he said. Fuck you, bitch. I can do what I want on my channel.
Yes, I can. No. Yes, I can, and yes, I will. And anybody that want to be on their high horse, you mean to tell me ain't nobody ran down on anybody that has been deceased? I've seen so many people run down on the Queen, on Whitney, Elizabeth, the Queen, the Voice, Nippy Houston. I done seen people run her down.
True,
okay, so you mean to
tell me? I ain't run down on Whitney.
I didn't say you did, but I've seen people do it. There's countless people, celebrities or not, that we done it to. All I'm saying is I'm gonna judge you based off what I'm seeing on the show. I understand that you done passed, you done went on the glory, you present with the Lord, all that good jazz. It ain't finna stop me from doing what it is that I do. Hell, and look, I was nice enough not to go off on her mama, Cora Light, all sunk in, looking all disheveled and shit. I was being nice with the mama. Hell.
All right. Maybe once or twice I may have mentioned that Whitney took her kneecaps off. Okay, once or twice I may have said that, but I ain't run down on that lady. That's the difference. Now, a comment is one thing. Now, see, if you comment, just turn it into a comment. Then it won't look so bad because somebody can get you together. Somebody
look bad for who? Look bad for who? Look again. It is my channel. I'm gonna say what I want to say on my channel, and if somebody don't like it,
already, okay. Black Gal said, "Yarel, please give Minnie some." See, already it started. See,
and
oh dear God in heaven. Well, I tried, y'all. I don't know. He gonna run down on Minnie.
Wait a minute, y'all. What the fuck? Wait a minute. I just see a comment. Somebody said, why Bravo didn't fire Candy, but they fired Phaedra for telling the truth. Well, Phaedra, you know what? I know exactly
what I'm doing.
This.
Hey, it's me, D. I'm sorry.
Let's not even do it. Wait.
Wait. Do that dumb shit.
Nafisa's daughter gonna say, Yarel be cutting. Do I really?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I do? Never knew.
Okay.
I never knew.
Oh, okay.
Now, I mean, look, I cuts up on my channel and I cuts up in Terrence's chat, but that's about it. I don't be on nobody else's channel.
You cuts up on the panel too.
What?
You cuts up on the panel. You cuts up on the panel too. Joshua, you're not blocked. What you talking about? Jamar didn't block anyone from my channel. You're not even blocked.
No.
I've been told you wasn't blocked. I don't know what you're talking about.
When I'm on your channel, Scotty, I merely just react to things that are being said and done in my direction. But I don't be cutting up. No, I don't. Oh, and I also cuts up on Really B's channel too, because she lets me. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I cannot deal with y'all. Well, if y'all want to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta and y'all hear him desecrate this poor woman in the throes of her demise or whatever the case may be, y'all head on around there to Yarel. Y'all know, hey, we're not like you. Fuck it.
Yeah. So
and listen, at least he stood up and listen. If you did it, say you did it. If you said it, say you said it. At least he stood up in it. So I ain't mad at it.
My Little Women Atlanta reviews are up, episodes 1 through 3 of season 6. I'm getting upset because it seemed like after episode 1, it seemed like they starting to slow down on me, and I don't like that. But I will say the very end, that little skirmish, and with the twins and the beer, when I tell you, Terrence, if you don't see nothing else, just watch the first episode of season 6. And when you got Andrea saying, "Do you like this bitch? Do you like?" I was hollering. I'm like, "Oh, y'all cutting the food," but I'm here for it. I am here for it.
I'm gonna watch the first episode. I'm gonna see what she
Abby Minnie did pass on. She did go into glory. What Terrence is saying is because she is sitting with the father right now, that I should refrain from going in and letting have. That's what he is saying. What I'm saying
Maybe you should.
Huh?
Maybe you should, because there's people that's sitting with the father that's not really sitting with the father, but in my brain they sitting with the father, and I don't speak of them.
That's you. We build different. We build differently. Okay, look. I got relatives that have gone on the glory, and I still be giving them the damn blues. I don't look. I look. All I'm gonna say is this: people say, don't speak. No, I'm speaking truth. I'm speaking what I see. Okay, I'm not saying that I wish they sitting there tap dancing with say. I ain't saying all that, But the things that I say is what I say, and you ain't finna stop me from saying what. Look, I'm just being real about the shit. I'm not being fake. At least I'm being forthcoming and saying, "Hey, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I am doing."
Right.
I'm not.
See.
Okay.
And I acknowledge that he said what he said. Period.
Okay.
Well, okay, so the next time y'all hear me say somebody is dead to me, don't tell me I'm wrong. I just want y'all to know that.
When did I say that?
No, you never said it, but Terrence has.
I'm about to say the shit. I got a relative. She dead to me. They be saying, "Well, you should talk." I ain't got nothing to say to her. She don't even get a hello or a goodbye. I'm like, she is off on the island, distant away. She on another continent. I ain't got nothing to say to that hoe. And if she say something to me, when I tell you, I'm gonna sit here and incinerate. I'm gonna read the eyelashes off her ass. Like, don't do me. Don't play with me. I ain't got nothing for you. And if you know where I stand, just stay over there, sit pretty. Don't look my way. Don't say nothing to me. You say something to me, I'm finna sit here and I'm finna make you wish that you never opened your motherfucking mouth. Don't play that shit.
That's my favorite phrase. That's my favorite phrase. A bitch is dead to me. When you do something to me, you better check and see if you still breathing. So
the last episode them that I saw was when her mama was when threw them damn chicken. That was the last I saw.
I was looking at Great Value Cora like that. You know your fat ass wanted them wings. You don't be wasting no wings around here, Great Value Cora. We don't do that over here. Okay. I was so motherfucking mad. Like, we wasting good food. Like, don't waste good food and good liquor. Like, I mean, at least throw the bones at her, but it still had meat on the bones. What is it? I was so mad.
Right.
I laughed though, but I was mad.
I mean, I laughed too, because a part of me felt like Juicy kind of deserved it, but at the end of the day, it was like, damn, child. I mean, you know, come on, like, for real. But then again, I can't see that because that bralette girl, what's her name? That bralette girl with the shoulders that be kicking everybody ass. I live for her.
A beer?
I guess she be walking all big and bralette like a bulldog. It's the attitude for me. Mama walk around like she got the mafia in her back pocket. Bitch, fuck with me if you want to. Don't let this ass fool you.
Look, when she said on the first episode of this season, you like, they trying to jump me. I want to get jumped. Look, that whole scene. Look, just watch that first episode. You ain't got to watch the rest of it. Just watch that first episode. Better yet, you ain't got to watch the whole episode. Just get to the end. That's all you got to do is just get to the end. Because it was a baptism. It was a skirmish. Juicy got cut in her forehead with a glass. Like, a whole lot happened. Whole lot happened.
Child. Well, listen, you guys, we've been up here for almost 2 hours now, and my laptop about to die because it's a piece of shit and it's cheap. So thank you guys so much for coming up here, for kicking it with me, as y'all always love to do. Shout out to YahCraTeas, my number one mod in the building. And shout out
No. Lil Baby is your number one mod, not me. It's Lil Baby. Don't do Lil Baby like that.
All right, you, Lil Baby, and CC Free, y'all can fight it out. Who got the top spot? I ain't got nothing to do with that. Shout out to my little bro Scotty for coming up here and gracing us with his presence. And happy belated birthday to him. Y'all know he old as shit now, y'all. You can't tell him nothing.
You older than me, child.
I is. I love you guys. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Drive home carefully. Make sure y'all safe out there and all that ice and all that stuff. I don't want nobody getting hurt. I don't want nobody turned into no memes around here like Scotty, but we're going to talk about that later. Love you all.